Hello, Serge here for the Backyard Driving Range. All right, today I want to talk about short game. And I'm going to talk about it the Serge or the PPGS way versus what we see on TV on the PGA Tour, the LPGA Tour, and what we see on the Golf Channel with a lot of the instructors. They're teaching what I call the PGA Tour way, which I disagree with quite a bit. And why I disagree with them is it seems that in the last 10 or 15 years that they've turned the short game. Now I'm talking about maybe even for chipping when you get really close to the green, but especially if you're a little off anywhere from 5 or 10 yards to 20, 30 or 40 yards. Today, they seem to want to loft it higher in the air and farther and have it land closer to the flag. I disagree with that tremendously, because anytime you loft it, you have to loft it farther in the air and higher in the air. You have to take more swing. More swing is increasing your margin of error. As you increase error, success can decrease. I believe in trying to get the ball on the green with as low a shot as we can, safely on the green. So the farther you get away from the green, the more you have to make your landing spot farther on the green, because you don't want it landing into the fringe where it could kill it, and especially if it's kind of a very sloped up front. But you want to land it and give you the maximum roll so that you can look at the green, assume the break from how much it's got to get for the angle you got to hit it, and pick your spot where you want to land it. Once you choose your landing spot, that's all you're focusing on in your back of your mind, is to make sure that you're going to create a swing that's going to deliver the ball with the height you intended it to have, which would be more penetrating rather than higher. Penetrate the air so that if you go higher, you come down, it penetrates the green, which can kill it, make it hit and not bounce as well. The lower you keep the ball in the air, the better it's going to hit and skip where you want it to go. All right? So, again, your club selection, depending on the length of the carry and then the length of the flag and your strengths and abilities, that's up to you to figure out. But for the most part, it'll probably be somewhere from 9-iron to wedges, okay? All the way to your sandwich, depending on where you're at. And it's basically the same thing. You play the ball back in your stance. The lower you want the ball to go, you have the ball middle to back, more weight on the front foot. Take the club back. I'm not going to take it up really high, but I'm going to just take it back. And again, just like when I talked about hitting, knockdown shots, or what we call the stinger shots, the finish with your club is the same as where you stop your hand to release it for the height you want the ball to go, to throw the ball, and then land and run. So many times, I used to see a lot of times, pros would stand in and doing this off the edge of the green. They're practicing, I just want that. I want to drop the ball right there and go. I want to swing to there. I'm going to carry the ball this high in the air. So again, that's all your touch and feel. I can't give you that. I can give you the technique, but I can't give you the touch. Only you can create your own touch. But the technique is, just remember, the farther you put it back, you can tend to pinch it and drive the club into the ground. And that can get a little bit dangerous. I like to keep it a little bit inside, but again, you need to find your spot, your ball position. Stay forward, and again, we're going to stay quite quiet. There's going to be a little bit of shoulder turn, and it's just straight through, and you just nip it off the ground. See, people, again, a lot of times people, that just dawned on me about this. I'm doing this on a driving range mat. A lot of golfers say they hate hitting off of driving range mats. I think it's the best place to practice. All right, because even on this chipping, what do you see happening? I get a beautiful spring when I nip that ball just right. That club and just nips the ground. That club can actually end up accelerating, and so I think driving range mats are great to practice off of with every club in the bag. Long irons and stuff. Because if you're one that's been taught to hit down on the ball, pound that ball into the ground. All you're looking for is really bad wrists. And so that's why I think this getting yourself a little mat like this. I actually have one mat about this big, made of this stuff, and I have a smaller one like that. And you could if you can find something that small, and I think they sell them in stores that you can use it to hitting balls into a net like this in your backyard. They got small ones. You can get one of those and just practice that. Get your weight forward and just stop the club right where you want the height that ball for that ball to go. Okay? Well, that's the key to chipping and pitching. I believe in lower trajectory, minimum air time, maximum roll, so that ball can roll out like a putt. We can visualize that better in our minds. We can sense it better, and I think it's the safest shot because less swing reduces error. And that's what we want all the time. We want the least amount of error we can have in our golf swings. Okay? So try this if you've been throwing the ball pretty far like you see all the guys on TV doing. Try this way and see if it doesn't improve your short game around the green. Well, that's it for the Surge for today, and I'll be speaking with you all again soon.